They said he's been hating on me this whole time. And I was like, nah, not my shot.
You did what you did, and then you got fired. Don't try to justify why you got fired by doing all of this.
Take him to the moon. To the fuck.
Who is that?
Is this me on a dartboard?
We got a special treat for y'all. We actually are going to sign our contracts here live at Fanatics Fest for y'all to make it official.
The hard coat, knock up on your front door. When your ass attack like cancer, burn your condo down. Let my pen drop, don't hear sound.
And straight like that, we back. Let's talk some more Gil's Arena drama, man. Now, the last we left off over here at the page, actually, the last show was about Kwame Brown and Gilbert's differences out here in the world. You dig what I'm saying? But prior to that, we were going over the various arguments and points of emphasis. You dig what I'm saying? The people involved with Gil's Arena were bringing, you know, to explain what happened at the end of that thing. Of course, we had Gil come out with his take and say what happened as far as them bringing in the new guy trying to switch things up, trying to change up the days, and you know, going behind his back, offering contracts to other people, all this, that, and the third. We went through those videos, you dig what I'm saying? And so we've been awaiting, you know, whatever Rashad McCants had to say, you know, in light of the information that Gilbert put out there in the world, right? Now, going along from the end of the show, you know what I'm saying? Gil said that I have an announcement. I'm going over with Playmaker. Me and Josiah, for sure, we locked in.
We got a special treat for y'all. We actually are going to sign our contracts here live at Fanatics Fest for y'all to make it official with Playmaker.
Show me the money!
Yeah, I'll let you go first. Appreciate you.
Hey, I'm trying
to live good.
I still got child support, so I don't really want to sign this. Well, let me go ahead.
Y'all already trying to hustle for jobs. I like it out here. All right, well, let me see. Let me make sure we similar. Yeah, I need to borrow a couple of these zeros. Let me hold on. Let me sprinkle some of these over here. All right. It's a little bit. It's enough.
It's a little nice little number.
It's enough. So, like I said, a lot of elephants in the room, but first let's start. So we got the show over at Playmaker, but everybody wants to know, Gil, they've been asking everybody on the internet, on Twitter, Instagram, who on the cast is coming with you to this new old version of Gil's Arena? Hold on,
hey, don't be playing with me. I got a contract.
You got a 10-day.
A 10-day, nah, man.
You got a 10-day.
Y'all thought y'all could leave me, baby. I followed you.
Swaggy.
This for me? All this money for me? For real? Hey, man, I love you, man.
Hey, like I said back when we was playing, when I blow up, you blow up.
Boom, boom. Let me go ahead and do that. Now you can't back out, so.
Oh, well, it's official, ladies and gentlemen. Gil's Arena coming to Playmaker.
And so they sign their contracts, take a couple shots, and away we go. And then he starts to come out with the various little videos and doing the podcast. He went on his little run the last couple of weeks, getting his story out there. Well, meanwhile, every time he would go out and say something and say his piece in one of these podcasts, on one Rashad McCants would post things like this.
Straight like that.
And you know, rambling messages, not really hitting home. You dig what I'm saying? You get in the comments and read the comments, and people are like, why are you like this, Rashad? Like, none of this is helping your argument, bro. It's like you got dyslexia when it comes to this dissing game. You dig what I'm saying? Because, you know, when you look at posts like this, you say Rashad McCants cannot be in the know. This man actually put up two videos on his page. One from the movie Belly and one from the movie The Django. In the movie Belly, we all know the character, Kane from Minister Society. I forget his name. Is his name Rico in Belly? We know that he's I'm going to drop a dime on them niggas. Hating on the whole process of anybody getting money in the town, right? Illest nigga in Nebraska type situation. Not someone to mold and model yourself after, right? Okay. And then the penultimate put down that you could put on yourself. Because I'm not understanding if Rashad is speaking about himself as being Jamie Foxx in this situation, I'd like to call a welfare check in on Mr. McCants. But everyone that saw that is like, yeah, that's pretty spot on, Rashad. You are most certainly, is it Calvin? What's his name? I cannot believe, I say it all the time, self-awareness is key. And lack of self-awareness will lead you to looking real crazy out here in these streets, man. But those are just a couple of things that this guy had to put out there in the world to make himself feel better, try to make a win in this argument, in this whole little drama thing. You dig what I'm saying? Now, going from there, man, Gil was not finished, you know? Gil came out to rebut everything Rashad had to say and basically like, man, quit trying to put me under the bus for you turning coat. You dig what I'm saying? They tried to fire your ass at the beginning of the season when the new guy came in. Me and Joe stood on business. That made us ops, but I stood at the ready trying to facilitate a better situation for everybody on the couch.
You better read the beginning of this. To Tim, right? That's who gave you this. You is delusional.
They say Rashad got his receipts. Say Rashad outside.
Oh my God, you house nigga. Oh, Rashad, no, you erased it, boy. These are your receipts, boy. You might want to, you went to North Carolina, you can read. You better read the beginning of this. To Tim, right? That's who gave you this. You is delusional. It says, me complaining that we only have 2 days, sir. I'm sorry. I wanted more fucking trophies because if we got 5 days, we will win all the trophies. I'm sorry that we complaining about 2 days when we wanted 5. I tasted success and wanted more. I thought that was our goal. See, I thought our goal was to be the best. That's what I'm telling Tim. This got nothing to do with Rashad. This part that you posted is about Rashad. You tell Liam I'm sorry. See, they was trying to fire me and Joe at the beginning of the season. You tell Liam I'm sorry. I don't want anyone, meaning you fuck boy, to lose your job. So I'll conform. Over my bad decision, I'll push Underdog more, meaning at the moment in time, I wasn't collabing on posters anymore. I wasn't wearing the product anymore. So I said, I'll wear it. I'll do the tap and dance for you to keep your job. And everybody else in the studio. Because if I left, quit, or got fired, remember, you got to get the fuck out of my house. And then all the rules that I have inside my contract kicks in. Meaning Gil's Arena shut down, now you got to create another. You see, I was conforming for you. This tells everybody the fact that you will post this that has nothing to do with you, which was for you. Let's all of us know how you did pick a side and you chose them over us. This was about us having 5 days because we wasn't happy with 2 and they wanted to fire. You're gonna need some milk. That was easy.
And for you to turn coat on me on national television in front of everybody else was just of the highest order of diabolical work. But now you're trying to spin it back on me saying I brought Skip in. And the two messages that Gil, put out there, they're confusing. I couldn't really parse exactly what he was trying to say, but if we're going with the older videos, like I said, Rashad was supposed to be getting fired at the beginning of the season when the new guy came in. Josiah and Gil said, no, we're not doing that. They in turn slimmed the schedule down to 2 days. Gil wanted 5. Then he goes on to explain, they had Skip in paying him for 4 days, and then one day they bring him in on Friday.
Can you please stop? I do not want to embarrass you. I don't know why you keep putting your fucking self in it. Listen, you did what you did, and then you got fired. Don't try to justify why you got fired by doing all of this. Skip was never there to replace you, not on my watch. We were a basketball podcast. I brung Skip for football. Hence why he was never on the show during basketball season until the football ended. There's a reason they turned their back on me, because they was paying Skip 4 days. You know what fucking 4 days mean? 3 football days, 1 basketball day. We only had 2 basketball days, so that means your punk ass was out. And I was standing on business, so they turned on me. And then what did they do? They went to your soft ass and put you on the football show. And you want to tap dance on the football show, which then opened the gate for them to be on the basketball show. Now, did they do the basketball show with Skip on Wednesday and Thursday? No, because I wouldn't have been on that show. They did it on Friday. They brung your punk ass on a Friday to do Gil's Arena, which opened it up. Now, can you please shut the fuck up? Because if I go live, you will look bad, sir. I know what you did in Arizona, sir. You didn't look good.
Just kind of going back and forth, man. But those are like the intricacies of the companies and the contracts, and we may never know, the full rundown on that to be able to see exactly how things laid out inside of Gil's arena. You dig what I'm saying? But as it pertains to Rashad and Gil, man, it's like I completely understand where Gil is coming from. Now, I've said before, and other people have said, you can't take anybody's version for the absolute truth. There's not many people out here that are good at self-deprecation. You dig what I'm saying? And so, for the most part, people are going to put forth a version of the story that is going to put them in the best light. You dig what I'm saying? So we don't know exactly what may be embellished or what's being left out, but we do know that Gil came back after Rashad posted this right here. And Gil just really went on into his bag. Gil said, the chat is telling me that not only are you hating on me now, you dig what I'm saying? You want my flavor, neighbor, pause. But chat told me you've been hating on me for a very long time now.
Baby, what you doing?
Huh?
What you doing?
I'm watching old footage. Someone told me from the chat to look at this video because they said he's been hating on me this whole time. And I was like, nah, not my shot. And I was like, nah, watch the video. So I'm watching the video. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay, let's see.
Wait. Zoom in, goddamn it. Zoom in.
Who is that?
Is this me on a dartboard?
Baby, I think it's you.
Wait, is this what they was talking about? Me on the dartboard. That's the dungeon. Stephen A. Wait. You got a problem with Stephen A. Smith? How am I the main target? How is me, your man's, the main target with darts on his head? You got LeBron James. You hate LeBron James. But why LeBron James right here? I'm your man, and this is where we are. This is a year and a half ago. We just renegotiated your contract. You got more money. This is what you do with it.
And so Gilbert goes outside on his court. He sparks up the flat screen. He has his investigator trench coat on, a la Sherlock Holmes or something other. You dig what I'm saying? And he's watching the screen. And he looks up and he sees a part in the video where one Rashad McCants has placed one Gilbert ARENAS in the middle of a dartboard, and there are currently darts in his head. You dig what I'm saying? So Gil is like, damn, bro, you had it in for me, had it out for me since very long ago. You know what I mean? This is like a year and a half ago. We've negotiated more money for you since then. You understand what I'm saying? Is this how you doing it? And like I say, man, when you look at the way Rashad is, it's baffling to me how this grown man can be so just, devoid of good insults, bro. And just like people are saying, like, hey, Shad, how about you announce a show that you're gonna do that's upcoming instead of going on here talking about how people trying to villainize you, and like sell your show the way Gil is selling it. And that's what Rashad McCants chose to. This is what he's coming with. I guess this is his new iteration. And note who is in the picture, not Rashad McCants, but a one Kobe Bean Bryant that let Rashad tell it is his partner them or was his partner them.
And that's what you would say, the similarity, similar.
Rashad say can't stop what we. Where's this we at? I don't have anybody out there ever heard Kobe Bryant speak about Rashad McCants. It's odd, bro, that Rashad McCants would pick one of the most recognizable basketball figures out here that happens to be deceased and can no longer comment on these things. It's odd that that's who he picks out to say that, man, that was my dog. That was my mentor, mama mentality. He was looking out for me. He liked my attitude. Kobe can't rebut this. But from what we saw from Kobe Bean Bryant when he was here on this earth, we saw no special connection between him and Rashad McCants. But you let Rashad tell it, that was his man's in them. You dig what I'm saying? And so going on forward from that, Gil said, man, it's really just time to bring, in basketball, the brooms are a prevalent thing, bring them brooms out and finna sweep somebody. Well, Gil said, I'm going to go a little further. I'm going to go a little differently. I'm going to pull the shovel out to bury a one cemetery Larry. And that is, in fact, what he did. And so this drama is stretching out, man, and seemingly coming to a head. I know Gil's new show is coming up, but there's been an interesting development around this thing that, I would like to bring to you all. UK's IG group that's big on U.S. prediction markets with $1.3 billion Underdog deal. Underdog valued at about $1.1 billion plus about $200 million earnout. IG to assume roughly $160 million of Underdog debt at closing. IG's first half revenue rose 18% while core profit gained 4%. July 30. Britain's IG group said on Thursday it has agreed to acquire U.S. daily fantasy sports and prediction markets operator Underdog for up to $1.3 billion. Deepening its push into the fast-growing U.S. retail trading market. The deal includes an upfront consideration based on an enterprise value of about $1.1 billion and an earnout of about $200 million for Underdog shareholders, IG said. Now, that would call into question, it would beg the question you have to wonder, is the UK's IG group, are they interested in providing some funding over to another branch of Underdog in which to keep podcasting going? You dig what I'm saying? Which is an interesting question. Now, if the IG group looked at what's happened lately with that whole crew, I don't know that they deem it a sound investment to, let's say, hey, let's jump back into the podcast space and get it started with, a Rashad McCants or a Skip Bayless. Skip would probably fare much better in their eyes, you dig what I'm saying, without going into too much detail. But there's a chance, apparently, that the company that Rashad McCants so loves, there's a chance that they will continue their podcasting efforts and maybe, just maybe, in order to jump onto this internet trend and just see if this publicity equates into numbers, we may see an Underdog show with the one Rashad McCants as the head man, or Skip Bayless, or a duo of both. Who knows? I wouldn't bet on it to hold my breath, but they do have some money over there in that outfit. We know that Gil cleaned the clock with him, you know what I'm saying, in his new negotiations. Therefore, they were not able to pay the new crew and all this, that, and the third, and so they fired everybody. So this new round of funding, man, may shed some light, may put some light at the end of the tunnel for around Rashad McCants. And I, for one, would be appreciative of Underdog if they give this man a chance, because he is on Twitter making himself look like an absolute 7-year-old kid, bro. Like, I've never seen anyone with worse insults, with such a lack of awareness, man, and not reading the room. Like, bro, just make up a lie about what you're going to do instead of coming on here, oh, yeah, brought Skip in. They knew he wasn't going to come back. He wanted to replace me because he used to always face him down. And I don't know that there's a lot of truth to that, man. Rashad was the contrarian on the show, but as he has told you on many occasions, he did it just to do it. It's not that he believes these things. He felt like that was good to bring to the show, and he was Cemetery Larry, and so he brought that stick every day. Don't take that to heart when you look at him outside of that show. So I don't know that Gil was afraid of being dominated by Rashad on that couch on a regular basis, because like I said, outside of his head and the way he took it, I don't think many people looked at it that way, man. And so this has just been a serious lack of judgment, man, misjudgment, you know what I'm saying, miscalculating your role in the program, bro. And if you had just gotten a raise, you did what I'm saying, just prior to all these new negotiations coming up, it just seems like the pertinent thing to do would have been to, you know what I mean, just go with the flow, bro. Keep getting raises. But you know, it happens a lot out here, man. People vie for a bigger bite of the apple, and a lot of times it end up being a worm inside there. You dig what I'm saying? And I thought this was pretty relevant to bring back and put a bow on this thing, man. Gil hadn't been out in the last couple of days. Of course, Rashad is still putting lame stuff on his Twitter. So from what I'm understanding, man, that show is set to get rolling this weekend. And so if anything interesting happens in between now and then, we'll put it together, man. But we'll see what happens once they get out there on that stage and what they got to say about the prior situation. And I'm sure there can be some shots going back and forth, man. But until then, it's been straight like that. I'm out.
Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Jack Travis, Lord Dungeon Dragon, spit that flame. Raise whole cities, your building can't